remind yourselves of the momentum that you actually got, which we do actually have. It's just that sometimes when you look at things in a small kind of small window, you feel like, oh, nothing's happened. Then you look back over like a month, 2 months, 3 months, you're like, ah, lots has happened, you know? And maybe that is something that's really important is actually try to look at the longer time frame instead of the shorter time frame. I think the shorter time frame is the biggest killer to, feeling like you have momentum. Does that make sense?
Yeah, total sense. Yeah. Yeah. Because like a lot of the things that we're doing day to day now don't feel like we're making progress. But yeah, in the grand scale of things, these little things have to be done to line up the bigger picture goals.
Yeah. Uh,
Um,
Absolutely. And I agree with you 100%. And actually, speaking of bigger picture, right? I want to actually tell you about something. So you'll never guess, Alex. Yesterday, we bought a new vacuum cleaner.
yep.
Yeah, very exciting, right? But for
Riveting.
myself and Alex, right? We do love customer experience, we do love brands, and we've talked about it a bit on this podcast, right? But we bought there was different ones in the shop, right? But my wife specifically sent me to buy this brand called Miele, right? And I didn't know much about it, but I knew Miele was quite a high quality one, right? So went into the shop, they were all looked lovely, talked to the saleswoman, picked one, did a bit of bargaining, got a better price, bought the Miele Hoover, right? Or the vacuum cleaner, a cordless one, right? Brought it home, and my son was like, wow. He wasn't like, wow. He was like, And that basically implies good. Like, I think he thought it was like a big toy or something like that. But anyway, he loved it, right? So we came home yesterday and I said to my son, I says, we'll open this up now, right? So we opened it up and he loved the experience of unboxing this vacuum cleaner, right? But I was unboxing it as well, and I had kind of like a different frame of thought. I was looking at it, I was like, could this be better? Like, could this experience be better? And kind of what I was hoping for, I was hoping the experience would be like opening a new MacBook, like or like a new phone, like a really kind of thought out customer experience. But I'll be honest,
Yeah.
for a premium vacuum cleaner, this thing was about 450, 500 euro. The experience was not that. Like the box was nice, but I opened the box and it was just cardboard and plastic and just screws thrown in it, and it just didn't feel premium, right? And I was like, huh, like this could be done better. And then
Mm.
it got me thinking, like, oh, well, I wonder, could this be done better? So since that experience, I've actually went and I've reached out to the manufacturers of vacuum cleaners to get an idea of what it would cost to actually build and launch our own vacuum cleaner. And what I think is really cool, I'd love to do this. What is really cool is we could do the free 30-day trial with a vacuum cleaner because ultimately, right, like people want to make sure it's good, right? So if you have a really good one, like I think people would love to try that out for free for 30 days, right? I think that really reduced the barrier of entry because then you're like, we're so confident in this, we're going to let you try it out. But then also, if we do the same model we did with Apex in terms of affiliate promotion, so basically I make every customer an affiliate, it's like who uses vacuum cleaners? And I don't mean this in a bad way, right? But like it was my wife that wanted to buy this because I don't see the dirt, right? I don't see it, right? And basically, if people like my wife are using the vacuum cleaner, right? So I want to say it, but I don't mean it in a bad way. Like women, and they're talking and stuff, they talk about the quality of the vacuum cleaner. They can literally tell their friends about the vacuum cleaner and share the affiliate code, and it just promotes itself. Does any of that make
Totally.
sense? This is what's going on in my head when everyone else is just saying, "Oh, it's just a vacuum cleaner," right?
Yeah. 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 Maybe someone who is super passionate, not passionate, sorry, that's the wrong word, but yeah, I mean the moral is that you'd think if you were spending 400 euros on a Hoover or a vacuum, like everything would be the best it could be and
Mm.
not just feel like thrown in a box, like customer experience. It's like you would feel like you sh for that price, it should feel like you are unboxing a new MacBook. Like everything is put where it's supposed to be for a reason. Everything's not just thrown in a box. And it all kind of builds up to this amazing customer experience. And it makes you want to tell the people about whatever you've been through, right? And that was the same thing. I actually just made a video about this about my Stark, the motorbike, which I keep going on about because it's
Yeah,
the best
go
thing
on.
ever.
Talk about the Stark. We haven't talked about the Stark yet.
Did you not know what the
Oh,
Stark is?
hold
I don't
on a
know.
minute. Alex, your Stark is far away from you now. You probably have
It
withdrawal
is, yeah.
symptoms or something.
5,500 miles away. I'm withdrawal symptoms from a new bike.
I know
But
where
yeah,
it is. I'm gonna drive there now and take it.
that bike though, one thing is buying it, but every single touch point through buying it I had a great experience. Like
Mhm.
really, really enjoyed it. Um, the actual they went above and beyond when the bike turned up and it wasn't for some reason wasn't working when it turned up and I built it.
Mhm.
They actually they jumped in and helped me out. The CEO messaged me on Instagram, which I never thought would happen, and they got it fixed really quickly.
Mhm.
So to me, although this expensive product that I've spent over 10 grand on turned up at the
Mhm.
house and it wasn't working, which obviously isn't ideal, I still gave the company a lot of grace in that, it's a fairly new-ish brand. They're still building, they're still working things out. But the fact they went above and beyond to make sure I was okay was the best thing ever. And customer experience is everything. And if you can build that into the lives that like the journey, your
Mhm.
customer's journey before they've bought your products, while they're buying it, and then afterwards, you literally can't lose. And even if you have like, say for example, even if you have a less premium product than somebody, but the customer experience is way better, I would actually argue that the that would actually that would spread more with more people than just having the best product on earth, but the customer service and everything around that was absolute dog shit. I would argue that anyway.
100% customer loyalty. Like, well, it's funny. Like, just to give you an example on the vacuum cleaner, right? The cost of it is roughly, like at the moment, I haven't done the negotiations yet. We're talking between 80 and 120, $130 for the product. But if you're talking about a sales price of maybe €400, there's good margin there. And there's good room to really invest in an even
Yeah.
higher quality product.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's
I
that's
mean,
what I'm so excited about.
yeah. And then I mean, I just said then, like, I believe that if you had a slightly less premium product than somebody else in the market, that what you had good customer experience throughout the whole process, you would do better than somebody with the best of the best products. But then think about if you actually had the best of the best products and you had good customer experience throughout the whole process, then you literally cannot lose.
You cannot lose.
This is the thing that creates the well, I think this is the thing that talks about this is the thing that spreads with people. Like if that company that you bought the vacuum cleaner off had a great customer experience built to it as well, there's no doubt that you and your wife would be talking to your friends about how great your new vacuum cleaner is.
Mhm.
You know, like and that's just the selling being done for you. And it doesn't take much to build in good customer
No.
experience. Like I think people just get completely lazy. They just think, well, I've got my product now, let's just put it in the market and sell it. But that's only one piece of the puzzle. If you do that and you build in the customer experience, that's like the secret sauce that nobody can really be bothered doing because like, well, I've got a product now, let's just get it selling. Hang on, like let's just build this customer experience in
Mhm.
and give people like the whole piece of the pie. Like give them everything. Build it all in. Don't like as soon as they bought your products and you have their money, don't just ditch them. Don't just like if something happens, don't let them work it out for themselves. Like go above and beyond. It comes back to what we said in a previous episode about just with every single thing, put your customer first. Like what does that actually look like? And you can't lose.
100%, man, 100%. I think this is the start of something interesting. Let's just see what happens from this. And you never know, in a year's time, it could be like, that's some vacuum cleaner brand we created.
Maybe. But watch this
Good.
space. When we make a new vacuum cleaner brand that tops Dyson and the brand that you just bought, then we can just say, hey guys, go and listen to episode number
Whatever.
60 of the Marketing and Business Show. And yeah, we called it.
Yeah, we called it. We called it. Guys, we'll let you go and look, we'll chat you soon, all right?
Yep. Ta.
Bye.